This is animal related. Would you let a company come into your house? They're offering $2,000 now. And this is a North Carolina-based company. It's a pest control called the Pest Informer. They're testing out a specific pest control technique to try to get rid of cockroaches. But they're asking for volunteers. They'll pay you $2,000 to come in, infest your home with cockroaches, release at least 100 cockroaches into your house for 30 days, test out this new product, and also they have to be there to take samples and video and that kind of thing to see if it works. And they promise at the end of the 30 days, even if this product doesn't work, they'll use old-fashioned products to get rid of the cockroaches. So they're going to come back in 30 and take care of it. But you're going to have roaches for 30 days while they test themselves. $2,000 to do it. Would you do it, Biggie? No.
No, I don't think so.
I know. Living with roaches is just
worse.
Yeah, that's a line that many humans just simply can't cross.
What's your number?
10,000?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
$10,000.
10, I'd do it.
Oh, me too. I mean, I've always got a number on everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but 2,000 doesn't quite seem enough to me.
But they'd crawl in your toothbrush.
Yeah, or maybe across your face at night.
Yeah.
How many are we talking?
100 at least, they said.
But they've got to. Do they multiply? I don't know the life cycle of a cockroach.
Over 30 days, I bet they do. Yeah. I would bet. My mother said one time she was at somebody else's house and turned on the kitchen light. They had eaten out back, and they came in, turned on the kitchen light, and cockroaches were everywhere and were just
scattered
and disappeared within a second.
Yeah.
She said that's the only time I've ever seen that. Mm-hmm. And of course, the person who hosted them was embarrassed. Of course, this was years and years ago.
Don't they? I know a lot of times when you think of cockroaches, I tend to think of big cities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think when you get to the South, people try to be soften the blow and call them palmetto bugs.
Oh, yeah.
Or water bugs.
Looking right at you, Florida. Yeah. South Carolina.
Oh, look at all these palmetto bugs. No, that was a roach.
When you say...
Yeah, I mean, cockroaches, you say the word cockroach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it instantly conjures up disease and dishes piled up in the sink.
You say palmetto bug, people say, huh? What?
Palmetto bug? Yeah, but you live in Birmingham.
To me,
palmetto far off.
Palmetto bug seems, I don't like
charming.
The old South.
It's almost charming.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh, here come the palmetto bugs.
Gone with the wind.
Yes, it's like you're out on a southern porch.
Yes,
and
shoo palmetto bugs
under the magnolia, under the old magnolia. But
we had those in the camps.
Are they the same thing? A palmetto bug?
I have heard. I don't know, but I can confirm.
Mm-hmm.
I always heard they're the same. Because I knew some people in college who lived in an old apartment building in Richmond, and just like your mom, when you flick the lights on, they would scatter. And they were all over every dish.
That's a roach.
Yes.
Every fork, everything.
We were in
glass.
We were in a hotel once. I was young. My parents. I didn't know where we were. I think in Georgia, and there was a big what we thought was a roach on the floor, and my mother was having it told. Like I think the housekeeping was right outside. And she said, "There's a roach on the floor," and the woman said, "Oh no, that's a palmetto bug." And we were like, "Oh, thank goodness."
Oh. Can you keep it, Mom?
Mama,
we got a pet. It's my palmetto bug. We named him Pal. We took him home.
Palmetto?
Pally.
I loved him. And I rubbed him and stroked him and squeezed him.
Roach.
Well, but they do have different...
Your city cousins here.
I feel like palmetto bugs are like big roaches. They're big.
They're enormous.
They're huge. I mean, it seems like
granddaddy roaches.
Worse. There's a guy in, this is upstate New York. They've closed the courthouse there for fumigation. I meant to mention this to Lisa Lanier last week when she was on for a Lawyer Up. This happened late last week. One of the defendants brought in hundreds of cockroaches and released them all.
That ain't cool.
Diabolical.
The night before his trial. So they would close it down, and they did. Albany City Court, 4 people were arrested at the state capitol. A defendant who started to film the courtroom proceedings was told to stop after the cockroaches
charge him.
Reared their ugly head. They are going to charge. Yeah. They say this is not about advocacy or activism. This was criminal behavior that was designed to shut
just
down.
Creating a nuisance.
I
mean, it's
34-year-old woman was the one who did it. They got her for disorderly conduct and obstructing governmental administration in a government building.
It's like a senior prank, but with a little more consequence.
Yeah, disgusting. Yes. The slow motion we've been talking about here is from a P1 named Uncle Sam. Now, about 6 weeks ago, Uncle Sam was listening to this show, streaming it, or listening to it after the fact, a podcast.
He's climbed over the paywall.
He's climbed over the paywall.
He's one of the few.
That's right.
Hey, what's it look like on the other side of that wall?
I've never seen it, Dave.
It's beautiful out here.
Is it? I hear it's nice. Some people go and don't come back.
Well, I haven't paid my money to get
Well,
on
I
there.
haven't either.
But if you want to be part of the paywall,
No one in this room has.
none of us ever seen it.
No. You've never given us a password to it.
I couldn't even get in the building.
That's right.
The actual wall.
Not only can you get it,
The physical wall.
for the wall, you can't get in. So this paywall, you go behind it, and if you're listening to podcasts and whatnot, you can actually listen to it in slow motion or in double speed. Well, by accident one day, Uncle Sam listened to it in slow motion. And he emailed us and said, I think this show is more entertaining in slow motion than it is in regular speed. One that he sent recently that we like, the four of us were talking about digging a hole. And then we've already aired this one.
It sounds like his show.
It says here, A+ material, digging a hole.
And put this show in it.
That's our topic. The topic of the hour was
Take that, Elvis Duran.
digging a hole.
Take that, Bobby Bones.
And if you thought it was great in regular speed,
Yeah.
wait till you hear it at half speed.
Digging is much harder than you think.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that is tough.
I don't even know why I own a shovel.
I don't
I don't know
either.
how to use it.
I don't either. I own a shovel and a pick and a snowshoe.
I own a pick. What are you doing with a pick?
Well, you know, animals.
What are you bludgeoning them first
No, I bury them.
with a blunt?
Oh, pets. And it was cold and the ground was hard.
Froze.
It was not easy. That's why I got that pick out.
Yeah.
That's digging a hole.
Digging a hole.
Love it.
That was our last installment of slow motion theater. All right. Now,
There's a new one?
There's a new one. Uncle Sam is sitting the next
We're
one.
dropping the new...
We're going to drop it now. Itchy butt. Itchy butt.
Will this get the A++?
Let's see. This was last week when I was again chronicling my struggles with painful rectal itch. I have a bit of an update on that, by the way.
Good.
Here we go.
I do two things in the night. I scratch my butt. Okay. And I know I do that.
Ugh.
Do you know? Because I have painful rectal itch. Are you awake when you do this, or this is something that you kind of do in your sleep It's zone? like an in between, you know. And then I'll wake up the next morning and go, my finger stinks.
I was going to say,
Oh no!
isn't that an old Confucius? Man who go to bed with itchy butt, wake up with stinky finger.
That's the brand new installment of slow motion
I
theater.
forgot Confucius made an appearance.
Dave brought in confusion.
My God.
Afterwards, Chris Tipp said, "You can't say that." That is an old confusion.
You could play those two back to back over and over the rest of the morning. We
God.
could leave, and that would be fine.
More entertaining than anything we could come up with.
Exactly. You just put it in half speed. You put it in half speed.
Oh, my gosh.
The update is my wife has finally begrudgingly agreed to buy me that Buffalo cream salve from Buffalo, New York. It's the latest cream salve that I'm putting
on its way?
It's on its way.
To
yes.
make you suffer, did she not expedite the shipping?
That's right. And she said, that's
It's
right.
coming overland?
That's right.
It's on an old steam train.
She said, can
Down
you,
the
get,
Erie Canal?
can you get it next day air? She said, I will not. She will not do that. And she said, that's part of your Father's Day. You're welcome.
You have to go over to the train depot to pick it up.
That's right. If you missed that,
Well, here's some socks, and don't forget about that cream for your butt.
that counts.
Thanks for making me a mother.
Hey,
That's all I really wanted.
P1 suggested Peterson's Cream.
Yes,
for
Peterson's.
my PRI. It's out of Buffalo, New York, and Buffalo, New York only.
Yeah.
And I first tried that evening primrose oil, and that made it worse. That's the only thing I've tried that's made it worse. That was just an oily, And so I finally got it, but that was only $6. The Peterson cream is $28. It's spending. So she's got it in the mail now, and she goes, "I'm sick of you trying all this stuff. It's it's costing all this money." I said, "What do you want me to do? I've seen 2 doctors." And she goes, "I don't know. You just have to suffer because that's just we're spending money like it's going out of style here." And I said, "I know, but let's try one more." So I got her to try one more. And the buffalo cream sauce, I'll let you know.
You can't even entertain the notion, but if this doesn't work, is this like Boys to Men, the end of the road?
I mean, maybe.
You just die with an itchy butt?
Maybe.
There's plenty of university hospitals around here. You could go have them look at it.
Yeah.
Like a teaching hospital?
Yeah, teaching hospital.
All the first years bring them in?
Your first years come in and see this. Got to pay their dues. But it'll be like that scene from Gross Anatomy where half of them pass out.
Yeah. Quincy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome to the world of proctology.
There'll be one man standing at the end. One man or woman will be the last one standing.
You've got what it takes.